I found out my mom's boyfriend was cheating, so I gathered proof and exposed him in the most humiliating way possible. He lost everything, and I have no regrets. I never liked my mom's boyfriend, Greg. He was charming on the surface, one of those guys who knew how to talk to people, how to make them laugh, how to seem like a good man. But something about him always felt off. Maybe it was the way he always looked me up and down when he thought I wasn't paying attention. Or how he'd make comments that felt a little too personal, a little too gross. I didn't say anything at first. My mom had been through a rough divorce, and I just wanted her to be happy. But one night, when Greg left his phone charging in the kitchen, I saw something that made my blood run cold. He got a text late, around 1:30 a.m. The screen lit up, and the name that appeared was just saved as M. I shouldn't have looked. I know that. But I did. For the next few days, I acted normal. Smiled at Greg when he made one of his cringy jokes, laughed politely when he brought flowers for my mom, pretended not to notice when he tried to be cool around me. Inside, though, I was fuming. I wasn't just going to expose him. I was going to humiliate him. Step 1. Get more evidence. I had the text, sure, but I wanted video proof, something undeniable. Something that would break his little, perfect boyfriend act to pieces. So, I installed a voice recording app on my phone, left it running when I knew he and my mom would be in the kitchen alone. I got audio of him flirting, making suggestive comments, and, worst of all, talking to someone on the phone late at night in the living room, whispering sweet nothings to, Then I did something risky. I created a fake Instagram profile. I made up a girl. Let's call her Jenna. A cute 24-year-old who lived nearby, was new in town, and was just looking for friends. I followed Greg's account. It took him less than a day to follow back and send a message. Hey, gorgeous. You're not from around here, are you? Gotcha. The conversations escalated quickly. Within a week, he was asking Jenna to meet up for drinks. I told him I was nervous and wanted to FaceTime first. He agreed, like the creep he is. The call lasted 2 minutes, just long enough for him to smile, flirt, and invite Jenna to a hotel. I recorded the entire thing with screen capture. At this point, I had enough evidence to burn him to the ground. But I wasn't done. My mom was planning her birthday dinner, nothing fancy, just close friends, a nice meal at home. Greg was going to cook. He was bragging about his famous garlic butter salmon all week. So I waited. I edited a video. Carefully. Text messages, voice clips, screenshots, and the FaceTime call. All in one slideshow-style video. I added some dramatic music for flair, even timed the screenshots to drop one by one, like a damn movie trailer. And then, during dinner, while everyone was enjoying wine and my mom was smiling like she hadn't in years, I connected my phone to the living room TV. I made a little video for Mom's birthday, I said. Greg looked confused. My mom beamed. That's so sweet, honey. I hit play. The message said, "Last night was amazing. Can't stop thinking about you. When are you coming over again?" My stomach turned. I opened the full message thread, and what I found made me sick. Dozens of texts, some of them explicit, full of emojis and photos I immediately regretted seeing. Greg had been cheating on my mom for months, with multiple women. Some of them a lot younger than her. One even mentioned getting money from him, thanking him for helping with rent. I didn't know what to do at first. Should I tell my mom right away? Should I confront Greg? I was shaking, my mind racing. But then I had a better idea. I took screenshots of everything. Every single message. I airdropped the photos to my own phone, deleted the evidence from his, and returned everything to exactly how it had been. I couldn't sleep that night. Not because I was scared, but because I was planning something. Something big. If Greg thought he could play games behind my mom's back and walk around like nothing was happening, he had another thing coming. I was going to make sure he never did this to anyone else again. The room was silent the second the video started. At first, it seemed like a sweet montage. Childhood photos of my mom, some throwbacks of her and me, soft music in the background. Everyone smiled, glasses in hand, chatting quietly. Then the screen went black. A text faded in. But this isn't the video she deserves. This is. Cue the screenshots. The Instagram DMs between Greg and Jenna. His flirty messages, the hotel invitation, the shirtless selfie he sent at midnight thinking he was God's gift. The laughter died in the room instantly. People were glancing at each other, whispering, eyes darting toward Greg. He froze. My mom said, "What is this?" Her smile collapsed. Greg tried to chuckle, to play it off. Is this a joke? Then came the audio clips. Greg on the phone whispering, "I miss you." She has no idea. I can sneak out after dinner. My mom's jaw dropped. Then the FaceTime video. Him, grinning at Jenna, lying on the couch saying, "You're so sexy. I can't wait to see you. I'll tell my girlfriend I'm working late." Boom. The entire room went dead silent. My mom covered her mouth with her hands, shaking. Her best friend gasped. Greg stood up suddenly, eyes wild. "You set me up? You crazy little. You did this to yourself," I snapped. "You want to screw around behind my mom's back and pretend to be this nice guy? Not on my watch." He stormed out of the house. My mom ran to the bathroom sobbing. The rest of the guests didn't know whether to leave or hug me. But I wasn't done. I followed Greg outside, where he was pacing by his car, red-faced. He turned when he saw me. "You little psycho. You think you've ruined me." I didn't flinch. "You haven't even seen what I sent your boss yet." He blinked. "What?" I pulled out my phone and showed him the email. Screenshots, the video, everything. Sent to his company's HR department. Turns out Greg had a clause in his employment contract about behavior that could harm the company's image. Corporate jobs, love those. "You're bluffing," he growled. "Check your email." He got fired 3 days later. The days that followed were pure chaos. My mom wouldn't come out of her room for almost 2 full days. She barely spoke, barely ate. I checked on her constantly, brought her tea, sat by her side without saying anything. I was ready to fight the world for her. But heartbreak? That was a different kind of war. Meanwhile, Greg was melting down publicly. Turns out, he didn't just lose his job. His little side piece, Jenna, blocked him everywhere once she saw the viral video. Yes, viral. Because someone at the party, I suspect my cousin Jenny, uploaded the birthday video expose on TikTok. Within 24 hours, it hit 300,000 views. Then it jumped to 1 million. The comments were ruthless. Protect this daughter at all costs. He really risked it all for Jenna? This is how you make a man disappear socially. People were tagging me as Revenge Queen, though I didn't even post it. My DMs exploded with messages, some from girls wanting to date me, others from people sharing similar stories of betrayal. Greg called me one night from an unknown number. I picked up out of curiosity. His voice was tired. "You ruined my life." "No," I said calmly. "You ruined your own life. I just gave people the proof. You humiliated me. You humiliated yourself the moment you started sneaking around. I just turned the lights on." Then I hung up. But the most unexpected thing? My mom finally came downstairs on the 3rd day. She had her hair up, her favorite earrings on, and this look in her eyes I hadn't seen in a long time. Fury and clarity. "I want to thank you," she said. I stared. For what? For reminding me who I am. For not letting him play me like a fool. We hugged. We cried. Then we ate chocolate cake on the couch and made fun of Greg's old Instagram captions. Later that night, my mom posted a picture of just herself, smiling under the caption, "New beginnings." The comments flooded in with support. And then something even more unexpected happened. 2 weeks after the birthday party fiasco, the dust had mostly settled, at least for us. Greg, on the other hand, was still stuck in his self-made hell. He'd been let go from his cushy managerial job after HR investigated an anonymous tip about his frequent long lunch breaks and suspicious behavior with younger staff. I may or may not have submitted some very interesting screenshots. His public image was a mess. His social media presence disappeared. Mutual friends ghosted him. His family sided with my mom. Jenna? Gone. Turns out, She was dating another guy the entire time, some muscle-bound 24-year-old who worked as a personal trainer and looked like he bench-pressed cars for fun. And my mom? She was thriving. She started going out again, nothing too wild, just brunches with friends, yoga classes, little weekend trips. She dyed her hair a bold auburn and bought a vintage convertible she'd always wanted. For the first time in years, she was living for herself. But there was still one thing left to do. You see, Greg had never officially moved out. His things were still in boxes in our garage, like little time bombs of cringy polos and cologne-saturated jackets. My mom didn't want to deal with him, and I didn't want his energy lingering in our home. So I hosted a garage sale. I called it the Trash to Freedom sale. I put up signs that said, "Everything must go, especially Greg," and "Ex-boyfriend special. Buy one regret, get two free." People came in droves. I sold his Bluetooth speaker to a woman who giggled the whole time. His leather jacket went to a teenage boy who said he needed it for irony. His cologne bottles? I put them in a box labeled, "Warning. Smells like cheating." It was beautiful. Cathartic. Greg showed up halfway through the sale, red-faced and furious. "You can't sell my stuff like this." I just smiled. "Sure I can. You left it here. Mom says it's abandoned property. And, besides, the jacket sold for $20. Honestly, that's more than it's worth." "You're ruining my life," he said again. "Greg," I said, "your life was already a dumpster fire. I'm just the one lighting the final match." He stormed off. I handed a stranger his leftover gym shoes for free. And that was it. He never came back. A week later, my mom and I celebrated with a mini staycation. We toasted with mimosas at a rooftop bar and laughed until we cried. What started as heartbreak turned into power, into control, into healing. Sometimes, the worst thing someone can do to you becomes the best thing that ever happened because it burns away all the fake things and leaves behind what's real. Like my relationship with my mom. Like my own sense of justice. And like the reminder that I'm not someone you betray lightly. Because I will find out. And I will make damn sure the world knows exactly who you are. Hey guys, let me know your opinions in the comments and, of course, subscribe for more.